How long this is gonna be, but I had to pull over because I can't even see driving. We got heavy hail, extreme rain going on right now, and I followed a coupling down the road, and now I'm stuck. I can't move anywhere because of how crazy the conditions just got. Take a look. Oh, wow. What's up here? Oh my God. I think getting to work on time. All right, I'm gonna try to continue to get to work. Like they're calling for possible tornadoes. I'm just gonna do this on my way in. Like there was a high SIG tour, it was a high everything today. We're at a moderate risk. We got severe flooding going on. I'm gonna attempt to get back on the highway. That was a lot of rain that came down. Yeah, if you're heading north bound on 390, there's a coupling that's pretty strongly present there that's creating some pretty heavy wind damage. Some good flood up here, good flooding. I'm sure I can make it. It's go slow. It was torrential downpour, probably half-inch size hail or so. It was pretty big considering for this area. Um, I mean, you can tell the winds itself are pretty intense. Holograph readings were definitely showing pretty much out of like the first three, from like 0 to 3, basically. So it's just perfect rotational steering profile, and it's causing all this fun damage. So yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people are at risk today, especially in New York State, because we don't normally have these significant events that occur. We had one last year, uh, and yeah, if you're up in northern Greece right now, you're probably getting whacked with whatever we just got whacked with in Gates. And I am trying to now head south to head towards work. The people's phones are probably people's phones are definitely going to probably start lighting up soon if they haven't already with watches and warnings. Probably people more in the southern tier region, more south of Rochester, Monroe County to the east a little bit, have more of a greater risk of the tornado threat going on. Um, yeah, this is just really not expected, but I figured I would share this on my way into work. I've been looking at the radar all day, and if anybody caught any of my actual forecasts from the over the week, and also we talked about it a little bit on the episode of the Cube. We made very apparent, and I did in my forecast as well. Tons of debris everywhere, only on the road. Um, that we were definitely looking at uh, a lot of uncertainty with this event, and this is why. I mean, they weren't calling for anything remotely severe to this nature in this area, and I mean, there is just a very, very extremely well-defined coupling going on, running up and down, uh, all of Western New York right now, Western Pennsylvania. I'm gonna pop off this for 1 second, so I'll check the radar again. So yeah, I'm kind of right, right behind it on the outflow end. But we're gonna be coming. I have to drive right through it, and I really don't want to. Might be able to skate by it because it looks like it's going across, basically up. So everything's going on a southerly, like a very, very south by southeasterly flow from the south by southwest. They're moving real fast. Everything's right now moving anywhere from 45 to 60 miles per hour. A lot of rain, a lot of water. There's a lot of precipitation and rain that's it's not draining because it's coming down so hard. The thing too with look at all the lightning. These extremely dynamic systems. I mean, this this event's very, very rare to happen. I really saw the probability of it kind of occurring maybe 2 days ago on Friday, uh, when everything started to shift a little bit more and started to some of the stuff became a little bit more clear. Riding up right up on that part of this is really not the best. Sorry, dude. Yeah, so probably gonna wind up getting off of the highway soon. Take back roads to work. Interesting. Yeah, which stinks is that so I'm heading east. This is slowly tracking. This whole gigantic system is tracking up. Like I said, from the south by southwest. It's going to be heading southeasterly where I'm heading. So I'm going to be going nice fluid. I think that's just no way for me to avoid it. Let's stay at this pace. I won't have to catch up to it. Got real behind on it. Woo, flooded. Back into it. It is super flooded down here. Fucking wild. Let's see how much further. I know I'm getting into the, literally right into the couple now. Oh no. Yep. Literally getting up to the red, green, and gray meat on the radar. Then I gotta get through the green. About to come up to where it's all meeting together right now. Take this slow and easy as possible, though. It's a pretty hectic situation. We just wanted to get to work on time. I was getting ready, like looking at the radar. I'm like, oh my god, I feel bad. I was just on the phone with my family and talking about important things, and unfortunately, I can barely see at the moment. A little hectic. Should probably mute myself, so I apologize to them. It's my fault. I was not expecting that giant gust of wind that hit me with a whole bunch of debris and just kind of white out real quick. It's crazy how the video first started. It's like that. We're gonna hit where the little hail zone is now too. Took it slow here. Still some flooding under you. Oh, look at that nice lightning bolt. Good to try to stay always in the middle in these situations with my driving tips real quick. A lot of lights stopping. Yeah, this is look at the radar again. It's pretty much, this is the intense spot. Moving through it though. We're moving through it. At least there's no wind yet. I think because it's moving so fast. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, we're driving up like a little stream here of water. Wow, it is coming down the rain. It is coming down. All right, guys. Whoa, big debris on the highway over there. Big branch. Oh, wow, we're riding the couple right now. We're riding the coupling right now. That's where we are. It's on the worst spot, but that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing at the moment. We're riding the couple. Yeah, I know, but behind me, but we can't do much here. Wow, the whole road is pretty rivery here. Pretty getting a good chunk of water on it. Yeah, anybody right now who's on the east side of Monroe County, uh, whoa, places Monroe County, on the east side, Fairport, Webster, Penfield, you're experiencing some pretty intense and severe weather at the moment. Places right now to really look out for this weather coming to you soon in the theater near you is like places like Newark, Palmyra, Farmington, Canandaigua. Heads up, this will be coming to you shortly. It's coming up from the south to southeast, and it looks like it's going to continue because of how large and the direction the path it's traveling. Precipitation is most likely going to continue like this for a bit. So if you're along the line, this is what you'll be experiencing at the moment. I should have got off of that exit. Now I'm going right back into, yep, pop back up to a couple. Yeah, folks, if you're out driving right now, there's a very, very dangerous situation here. Please be on the roads, take it slow. This is coming from the master of lead feet. People on the east side, people in Syracuse right now, Ontario County, places like Wayne County. This is heading to you in your direction now. Anyone listening, heads up, please share this, like, and subscribe, and tell people to follow, be able to see what's going on. Definitely like anywhere from a half-inch to inch-size hail that I was hit with, and currently traveling southeast, basically eastbound, and heading towards my destination, which is Farmington, for my duties of employment. Excuse me, that was really, really rude. So I will be basically dealing with exactly what we just drove through again in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So I knew where I would stop at when I started the stream, that if I stayed there, it would have probably gotten a little bit worse because the way that it's coming up, it is moving rather quickly. However, it is not so. Oh, it's moving really fast now. So it's actually picked up its speed somewhat a bit. I know I dwindled my speed, but it has definitely picked up some speed there. Like as it said, anywhere from 45 to 60 miles per hour has been reported. Things from the winds traveling, storm itself traveling. Winds, the wind gusts are anywhere from 65 to 85 miles an hour. I've been looking at most of the wind gusts. Uh, and the NOAA profile, it's actually relatively impressive. Some of the straight line winds today, but most of them have not been straight line. Just I would say some of the gusts that have been happening, straight line gusts, downdrafts mainly. But you can, without a doubt, which is so great to hear around here, is you hear that vorticity in the air. You've been hearing it all day long. You literally can hear vortices basically almost spinning up in the atmosphere above, and you get those nice giant gusts down on the ground, and everything goes crazy for a minute. And it's refreshing to kind of wake up to. However, a little concerning, and you know, topics of discussion been coming up. We already know that the tornado alley itself has kind of shifted over, um, and the big question is the northeastern going to be in somewhat in that severe zone? Are we going to be experiencing more weather like this in the future? I mean, I'm going to say yes, it's possible. I'm going to find that out in the future. Make it kind of one of my missions here. Woo. There is just awesome flooding on it. So I think I might take the side roads. We'll hop off here a second and take a look at what's going on. Oh, wow. That was intense. Hey-oh. I fall behind it? Yeah, I did fall behind it. It's unfortunate once you kind of fall behind it, that's it. Look at how intense it just gets once I got into it again. I don't know if the hazards are really necessary. Not going 45. Like the whiteout or before earlier was so insane because I'm not one to really pull over when driving. Uh, I had to take my dad's advice. He was like, "Why don't you pull over?" I'm like, "I can't right now. I'm on the highway and I can't even see if there's anyone next to me at the moment." I was like, okay. Got off the phone with them and I was like, all right, I think we'll do that for a second, and it just kept getting worse. Debris on the road, not too much, just little branches. Wasn't like before we had some limbs. This road cement. Yeah. Also, another thing important to note here is that while the severe thunderstorms right now are over with, there is still a slight possibility for, I guess, according to SPC, some late evening into uh, the night convection due to the diurnal shift, and then also only reason why the diurnal shift is going to really affect at all what's going on right now is because of the cold front that just so happens to be timing up correctly with that other uh, uh, you know also that's really because the sunlight goes down and the rapid cooling from the sun the sun not being there into nighttime is pretty apparent. Oh, we are right up on it now. A wind, man. Oh, looks like it's taking a little bit of a stop. We're coming right up on the couple again. That's funny. Right on the I-90. So if you're on the I-90 right now, uh, basically this is going to continue. I mean, there's no break in it, which is pretty crazy to see. Wow. It's wild. Just wild. Yeah, just wild, man. Looking at the radar, I'm sorry. It's just very wild to look at so early on. This is March. Like we have that fluke May or early June, tornado outbreak because of a tropical system that, took a very hard meridional track. Uh, Let me tell you, this is, I'm get rid of my filler words here. This is very, 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 very rare. Very exciting too, but very rare because I believe Camden and Tucker and I, we've looked at the tornado climatology of this area. I I know we haven't had a tornado in New York State yet today. However, even severe weather of this nature, I don't think has really occurred. And we'll have to see what happens because, the NWS will have the weather reports and storm after AARs, after action reports. Yeah, so we're literally coming up to that craziness again, coming right up behind it again as we speak. Just can't avoid it. I got to get to work, and it just so happens to only be in that area. What's cool is I got to see a whole bunch of lightning, a whole bunch of severe weather so early in the season. We didn't have so many tie downs responsibilities here right now, and I'd be out chasing these big storms down there. However, I need to get myself established, and I have some personal matters that need to be addressed that are more important. So I find this a very, very blessed gift because it's needed to kind of distract my brain right now. To put it very, what's the word I'm looking for? Subtly, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You don't? That's right. But this was nice. And heads up, people, we're definitely going to be, who are watching this, who are in the New York State area. You know, snow is on the horizon, not for long, but just, you know, a little bit of some lake effect flurries, and maybe a squall here or two for some areas coming up in the next few days. It would have been cool if we got some big hail, and I could try out my baseball helmet inside the hail. Baseball helmet and goggles. But whoever's here, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you're watching on X, I figured I would just share this with everybody. So if you're watching this on X, make sure you head over to YouTube or Rumble and follow me over at Weather World CC, where well, it's just the beginning of the season, so you'll be getting tons more videos like this, where I will be impromptu streaming any severe weather events. There'll also be planned events too, when there's more dynamic systems that are a little bit easier to plan out for and forecast. Was technically a very large dynamic system, and it did take one of those turns. However, like I said, I was kind of prepared and ready for it to do so. And make sure you do so, because when you do, you also, besides having just crazy old me driving into weather, we do a weekly podcast. We talk about, science-related topics, usually mainly around the weather genre, but we do touch base on other things too. We try to debunk a lot of weather myths and rumors going on in the media, because there's such thing as science. And just on X today, I saw this post. Somebody posted that this storm was influenced by HARP, or other programs that they also have. And it's a little ridiculous, because nothing for nothing. What they're seeing on the radar is beam blockage. And I think these little uh, rectangles around the radar sites that are shooting out into like little hydrometeors on the radar. They basically think that those little beams are fueling the parcels that are part of the hydrometeor there, and it's really crazy to read. And every time I see a post like that, it's the same thing with Hurricane Helene. People were assuming that we had some sort of nefarious actor. I think it was just mismanagement of government appropriated funds, state and federally. If you want my very personal opinion with that situation, you can see it still, because the aftermath is basically still there, which is terrible. Yeah, it looks like rain now. It could be where I am now, actually. It looks like there's going to be a second round here shortly of some, looks like some back end bed convection. Let's do a see that time. Hey, that was intense, folks. That was intense, right? Sooner or later, I'm gonna make this chase around these storms. I'm gonna, during the summertime, I'm gonna get some free time. Hopefully not actually working. We can spend a full day get another event like this, go out and chase. I had the extra money too, I would just go out there permanently for a little bit and do it. Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let me look at the radar real quick. That's funny, just ahead of it now. Probably not actually. Hang on. Just trying to see. I'm looking at the radar now. Hmm. There's no way I can teleport that far down. I was trying to see if there was any way I can go a little south to follow uh, the the line a little bit more, but there's no way I can get out ahead of it, especially with traffic. Everything else, there's absolutely no way I can get ahead. And then if I were to even go to try to follow it to the north as it's going, it's unfortunately going into Canada. Not much more I can do on my end, but it was fun. Get myself into work. Thanks for hanging out. Please go over to YouTube or Rumble, whichever your privy is, and make sure you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate the support. And for more weather stuff like this and anything else. Everybody enjoy the rest of your